Am I wrong? Nico and Vince T.I. remix right there. But we got Pioneer on the line. You know what I'm saying? Doing real major things. MC Light did a thing at the Soul Train Awards. You know, hitting the stage with the Ladies' Night tribute.
Yes. You know, that was something awesome. You know, unfortunately, I didn't take place in that particular performance.
Yeah, you was part of the tribute, the Kool and Gang, right?
Yeah, I was part of the tribute with Kool and the Gang, which is, you know, great. You know, they're one of the groups that I grew up listening to. But then, of course, Missy is like, oh, no, everybody got to come out on the stage afterwards. What a moment this will be with all of that talent, female MCs on the stage. And so, you know, Yo-Yo flew in for it. Rage flew in for it. So that was a spectacular moment in hip-hop.
Yes, you had to do it, though. You had to. But you did your thing anyways. But you on the line real quick to talk about, before we get into this record, Ball, I've been playing it. Everyone's loving it. You actually have this, you put out this song, Dear John, with Common, connecting with this whole new movement you got going on, talk about educating the young black men and everything. Can you tell us a little bit about that before we talk about this, Ball?
Yeah, absolutely. HipHopSisters.org is where the foundation information can be found, and if people want to join the movement as volunteers or they just want to donate, whatever it is, for the last few years we've given away 4 $100,000 scholarships to young women to attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And so for this year, we've added the initiative #EducateOurMen, where we give supplemental scholarships to young men of color attending HBCUs. And so far, we've given away 3 $50,000 scholarships for those young men attending school in 2015. So I'm excited to be a part of helping to further someone's education. I'm a firm believer in education gives people opportunities, and they see the openings. And without education, they see the doors closing, and therefore can end up in a life of crime due to not thinking that they have any other way to go or any other way to be fed. And for more information, hiphopsisters.org.
That's right. She's not just, bringing the hip hop sisters together, doing something for the young black men out there. And I actually have a young black man in here, K. Mitch. He's in the cut. He wanted to speak on something real quick. Light.
Absolutely.
How you doing, MC Light? Miss Light, you're so legendary. I have to address you with respect. So, Miss Light, I understand you've been in the music game for about 20 years, and I know back in the late 80s, early 90s, the hip-hop movement was about empowering and a cause for social action. We had the Monty Loves, the Queen Latifahs of the world, and we had empowering songs such as Ladies First. I want to hear what's your take on today's brand of women in the hip-hop culture.
Oh, goodness. Well, first off, I don't believe that all that we're seeing exists. You know, I believe there are so many female MCs on the scene doing what it is that they love, that are speaking all different kinds of words, a variety. However, what's put out on the mainstream level seems to be, the stuff that not every woman can connect to. And I think that's what's missing. Back in the day, we had so many female MCs that represented every woman. You could walk in the city and ask any woman who they were listening to or any young girl, and they'd all say someone different because they felt like they were being represented in the scheme of what was being presented on the front line of hip-hop. And I think today it's not that case. We don't have them on the front line, but they are out there. So I would suggest that we do like we did in the old school days, and that's get on the internet and find the hip-hop that really speaks to us and for us.
HipHopSisters.com. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Okay.
There you go.
So let's talk about this record, though. I mean, okay, it's the first single off the new album, Ball. You know what I'm saying? How did the whole come about? Because you got Lil Mama on there, you got AV singing on the hook. Like, how did the whole record come about? Ball.
Oh, goodness. Well, I had already started working on a project with AV as a producer as well as a writer and, singer. He's an artist in his own right. And so we had come together to do a project. And I think third in the lineup of the songs that we had put together. We put together Craven, which we did a soft drop last year simply because it sounded like a summer song, so we just wanted something out there.
Dope song.
Yeah, and then we did Dear John with 10 Beats and the Loudbox crew. And so Ball was the next one in the lineup, and it was an empty third verse, and I was like, okay, who can we put here? And, you know, my company represents Lil Mama on the management side, and I didn't add her because of that. She's actually added to our roster of artists because I think she's dope. And so that was the reason why she was asked to be a part of that record, is because I love her tonality. I love, you know, she's from Brooklyn, so a lot of the things that she says, she puts emphasis on the same words that I do. So it really reminded me of myself, but at a younger, you know, age in 2014.
Yeah.
So it just made sense to put her on the record, and I'm glad that we did because it worked out really well.
Yeah, it's definitely dope, high energy type record. Now the new album, is it gonna have that same high energy feel like Ball? Or you gonna give us some old school, or just give us just that new school? Like, what you gonna give us on this album?
Well, actually, it's a combination of the both, you know, because you've had Dear John, and that was with Common and 10 Beats, and now Ball with Lil Mama and AV. And I think the record in itself is sort of like a merge between new and true. And so new is what you hear on Ball, and there are some other songs on there like that. And then there's also the true side, which are organic instrumentation, what people are accustomed to hearing MC Light on, like my old fans that go back with me.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's about the kick, about them heavy bass lines and that beat that we know very well when we talk about hip hop and MC Light.
Kind of like that Rockin' with the Best some years ago. That was another dope one too. But you know.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you. That one sits on a whole nother thing on its own. But yeah, I'm excited. This is a really good time for hip hop in terms of people being able to stand out, because everybody sounds so much alike, you know. And even if they don't sound alike, you know, because I DJ, I'm very familiar with who everyone is. However, my peers can listen to records and not know who's who. Unfortunately, the music sounds the same.
Yeah.
So what we need is a surge of newness and originality. And, you know, back in the day, Eric B's beats didn't sound anything like Jazzy Jeff's beats.
So basically you're saying that the producers need to just get a little bit more creative with it, or people just need to fish out the new producers with that new sound?
I think both of those things are important. Both. You know, let's challenge. Everybody should be put to the challenge, and so do MCs. You know, we're tired of hearing about the car and the girls and the house and the weed and the Molly and whatever the shit is you're taking. Like, we're tired of all of that. Like, give us something new.
Hey, y'all hear it first. You know what I'm saying? Preaching right here, partner in the game. MC Light coming back with us. Now the album, when can we expect it? I mean, is it gonna be this year? You know, we got a couple more weeks. Is it gonna be 2015? Like, when can we expect the new album?
The album is ready and it's coming next year.
Okay. Got it. What's the name of it?
I don't know that I'm supposed to say that yet.
Oh, man. I was trying to get it at you. Okay, so the song's called Ball. We're going to get you to get into Ball real quick. I just had to throw this last one in there. According to you, MC Light, pioneer in the game, been doing this life for decades. You know what I'm saying? What three examples of what you'll say balling is?
Balling is high energy. Balling is old and new. Mm-hmm. And balling is a prelude to what's to come on the MC Light.
No, I meant like, you know how when people say you balling, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you ride.
Oh, you mean like the definition of balling?
Yeah, your definition of balling. Three examples.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant the song. Okay,
no.
My definition of balling is boss.
Okay.
You know, it's and I think it's owning your own. And it's about flossing whatever it is that you have. So it doesn't mean like balling out of control, you buying the bar out. But I think it's more about you know, I happen to floss that I'm educated. I'm balling because I know something, and I know something because I read a book.
All right, MC Light. I'm graduating this semester with my bachelor's, and as of right now, I have $4.62 to my name. You mean to tell me when I go to McDonald's for lunch and I get 4 items off the dollar menu, I'm balling?
Yeah, you balling.
It's official.
Say no more.
It's official.
I'm a boss now.
Balling, flossing, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing. NC Light, real quick before you introduce it, again, I appreciate you checking in with us. I know you got a very tight schedule. Give them the contact info, how they connect with you, follow you, and, you know, just make sure they stay up on point what's going on with you.
Absolutely. I am at MC Light on Instagram, at MC Light on Twitter. Check out the site, mclight.com. You can see all the videos, hear all the new music. And if you're interested in the foundation, hiphopsisters.org.
That's what it is right there. Again, I appreciate you checking in. Go ahead. I've been playing it, but I got you online. I need you to officially introduce that record, though.
Absolutely. This is MC Light. I'm chilling. Real Urban Radio is what it is. And this is Ball.